you once told people that you wanted to become a Kali priest, to an extent that some people had already begun to invest in you to see that your desire to become a Kali priest come to fruition, but you have now discovered that it's not your true vocation, please do not succumb to the pressure of conforming to societal expectations. So there was this young man by the name Samuel. The society expected much from him to an extent that he was so scared to even think about doing something else with his life. Because ever since this guy was a kid, he had been saying he wanted to be a Kali priest. But then people would tell him, hey, maybe you're just saying that because you're young and you haven't really thought about other options or alternatives. But he would deny that. He had chosen such path sincerely from his heart, having realized the consequences and the implications. He got to a point that because of his aspirations of becoming a Kali priest and his consistency in furthering the idea of becoming a Kali priest, a stranger even offered him a 3-year scholarship, who supported him from JSS 1 through JSS 3. This gesture ignited his determination and gingered his aspirations even more. Everybody in that neighborhood was, to some extent, sure and even anticipated that this guy would become a Kali priest. And some people affectionately addressed him Father, small father. This act of kindness further furthered his aspirations, thus propelling him to even further down the path towards the priesthood. It continued this way until, as he approached adulthood, he started envisaging his place in the world, and he found out that the best vocation for him wasn't the priesthood, but he was afraid to air it out, especially considering what people would say. With the societal expectations, he could not dare deviate from his initial ambition of becoming a Kali priest, but deep within him, he knew that the priesthood wouldn't just work out for him. So while he had always spoken of becoming a Kali priest, he had been drawn to other portions lately. Yet, the weight of societal expectations and the fear of disappointing those who had already invested in him held him captive. So did the weight of the fear of disappointing those who believed in him pressed heavily upon him. He thought of proceeding to the seminary, but what if he goes there and eventually his lifestyle is discovered to be incompatible with the priesthood and he is expelled? He personally, after he could not bear the feeling of loss, decides to withdraw. At this point, there will be more shame than it would be if he changes his mind, as he had not yet enrolled in the seminary. He would even be termed an ex-seminarian, and as usual, the society would criticize him, isolate him, ostracize him. But if he changes his mind now, he will be considered by many to have made the decision to become a Kali priest because of his callousness and naivety as a young boy. He therefore gathered courage and decided he won't become a priest anymore, but follow the profession that will guarantee him lifelong fulfillment, joy, and a sense of purpose. The thought of being labeled an ex-seminarian filled him with dread. The judgment of society he feared would be merciless, yet the prospect of living a life devoid of fulfillment and purpose seemed equally unbearable for him. So what would he do? Or if you are in his shoes, what will you do? Finally, after much deliberation, the young man found the courage to break free from the constraints of societal expectation that had bound and held him captive to his initial ambition. He resolved to pursue the profession that promised him lifelong fulfillment, joy, and a sense of purpose, regardless of the societal expectations that had shaped his childhood. He learned that true vocation is not about living up to others' expectations, but about listening to the whispers of his own heart and soul, not having the courage to follow where they lead. He learned that true vocation is a product of genuine love and emanates from a conviction for such a vocation and not mere infatuative inclinations. He learned that true vocation comes with an awareness of lifelong commitment and dedication to it. As expected now, his decision was met with criticisms. However, he remained steadfast in his conviction, convinced that he had finally chosen the path that was meant for him. Dear young man, if you once told people that you wanted to become a Kali priest, to an extent that some people had already begun to invest in you to see that your desire to become a Kali priest come to fruition, but you have now discovered that it's not your true vocation, please do not succumb to the pressure of conforming to societal expectations. It's understandable to fear disappointing others, but living an inauthentic life just to please people at the detriment of your own freedom and happiness is never and can never be the answer. Not at all. Remember the guy in our story who had faced similar challenges, but he bravely chose authenticity over conformity to societal standards and expectations. Don't rush into the seminary to fulfill other people's expectations. Your happiness and fulfillment should take precedence over external pressures. Stay true to yourself, follow your heart, and have the courage to make the choice that aligns with your true calling, even if it differs from what others may expect of you. That is what we call true vocation. Thank you so much for watching. But before you leave, if you watch this on YouTube, kindly click the subscribe button below this video. Or if you're watching on Facebook, hit the follow button. It's free and it won't cost you any penny. Click it. Click the subscribe button. See you in my next video. Until then, keep your eyes on the horizon. Peace out.